South Korea. Original signature on that.
The trade advisor, Peter Navarro, was asked here on the White House driveway to lead the West Wing a few minutes ago whatever happened to his. Navarro's promising 90 trade deals in 90 days, and Navarro says that other countries have it so good, they are dragging their feet. Brett?
Peter Ducey, live in the North Lawn. Peter, thanks. Markets retreated today on tariff concerns. The Dow fell 422. The S&P 500 dropped 49. The Nasdaq slid 189. Israel trades attacks with Houthi terrorists after the group targeted a Liberian flagged ship in the Red Sea. Israel's military targeted ports and facilities held by the Houthis, who responded with a missile, several missiles actually targeting Israel. The incident is fueling concerns that the Iranian proxy group could ramp up a campaign against the shipping in that area, which could again draw in U.S. and Western forces in the region. Up next, the DOJ memo that's leaving some more questions than answers in the Jeffrey Epstein case. And then explosive new claims about Hunter Biden's legal problems and their impact on President Biden's re-election efforts. First, beyond our borders tonight, Russia intensifies its aerial attacks on Ukraine, launching more than 100 drones at civilian areas overnight. At least 11 people are dead, more than 80 injured. That's according to Ukrainian officials on the ground. Russia's former transport minister is found dead from a gunshot wound at what Russian investigators say was an apparent suicide. That news came just hours after the Kremlin announced he had been dismissed by President Putin. Russian officials did not give a reason for his firing. British leaders marked the 20th anniversary of the deadliest attacks on London since World War II. 52 people died, more than 770 were wounded in the 2005 transit bombings. The attacks were carried out by four men inspired by Al-Qaeda. They also suicide bombings on European soil. And thousands of Daredevils pick up pace in the annual Running of the Bulls. Today kicked off the first of 9 morning runs. And thank you. As part of the famous festival, each run lasts about 2 to 4 minutes. If you're lucky, there's some of the stories beyond our borders tonight. We'll be right back.
Yeah, can you believe what's happening at the awards? It's buy one, get one free.
Even more.
Wow, no. Buy one, get one free for Vision. See the difference.
What you want to do is save hundreds of limiting each one. That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask. What does it cost? Only pay for cheap.
With USPS Ground Advantage, it's like you're with us every step of the way.
Right on time.
Stay in the know.
And a trusted coworker. Give your dog Cosequin, a daily supplement for joint health support in dogs of all sizes. For your co-everything, choose Cosequin.
What would you recommend?
Do you like brown?
Yeah, some things are just better at home. With Empire's Home Floor Advantage, you can compare samples in your home.
Call or visit Empire today and get home floor pay.
For household obesity, their values change.
It's changing what I believe when it comes to weight.
Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Don't take it away or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your mouth. Stop supplement and call your doctor if you have severe side pain or serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduling procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, taking Zepbound with sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worse than kidney problems.
Ask your healthcare provider about Zepbound. Explore savings options today.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. What do we do? Do it at Harbor Freight.
Run catches up with everyone, even me. That's why I trust Pure Ultra High Absorption Turmeric to support my journey. It's the #1 doctor recommended pharma turmeric. It helps you become the things you love at every age. Cuno, brand I trust. Did you hear that?
Come on, let me out that fight. Come on.
Do not stop taking prescribed medication without first consulting with a physician. If you or a loved one developed brain tumors after taking the birth control medication Depo-Provera, you may be entitled to significant medical compensation. Recent studies suggest a link between the injectable contraceptive Depo-Provera and meningioma, tumors that grow in the membranes of the brain. Call the Goldwater Law Firm right now to see if you may qualify.
President Trump's agenda is set to create endless experience. I'm traveling the country to give investors a free copy of my new book,
Nice.
Unbreakable Investor, because it details how
Sick.
I'm fees.
Doink him right there.
I'll send you a free copy.
The boink the doink.
It's going to be a free copy of Charles Payne's new book, Unbreakable Investor. It's going to be a free copy of Charles Payne's new book.
The Justice Department has its conclusion about the cause of Jeffrey Epstein's death and the alleged. Trump administration is releasing a new video to support the findings, but it's what was not found that's raising some eyebrows and some lazy questions. We'll find David Spot has the story. He's got
For years, Fox News was told an internal memo circulated within DOJ that suicide in that case. This systematic review revealed no incriminating files. There was also no federal evidence that found that Epstein locked up prominent individuals as far as actions of Epstein was a straight billionaire who started having sex with underage women. He died in 2019 inside his cell at New York City prison. DOJ today released more than 10 hours of close-circuit video around the time of his suicide, which officially takes place nothing conclusive, but since his death, conspiracy theories flourished. The Trump administration pushed to get the interaction of
the DOJ may be releasing a list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients without
Sitting on my desk right now to review.
invited to the White House to review the so-called file. What was released is already dressed in the public sphere. And his deputy Dan Bongino, before joining the bureau with private citizens, pushed multiple theories. Both have now changed their theories.
I suppose you know you can kill yourself. I'm telling you, he killed himself. It's not opinions anymore. I'm made on evidence. That's it. The evidence we have in our files clearly indicates that it was a suicide.
With the conspiracy theories about the internet and the next the last forcing the White House press secretary to defend the DOJ law.
They committed to an exhaustive investigation. That's what they did, and they provided the results of that. That's transparency.
But I will also state that this will be it from the Justice Department, including the FBI, on this matter. Much of speculation, the Justice Department said, Brett, they are moving on.
It's not just one official. It's a lot. We're on the record numerous ways, numerous times. This misstep and that's we'll do it.
A lot of people will doubt, and we'll move on, but a lot of people are still shadows there. This is as far as they're concerned. They're moving on.
Good. Thank you. Organizations are suing the Health and Human Services Department and Assistant Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., arguing that current COVID-19 vaccine policies pose an imminent threat to public health. They're asking the court to vacate Kennedy's recent directive removing the vaccine from the CDC's women immunization schedules in Mr. Kennedy called the decision common sense and good science. Tonight is getting another look behind the scenes of the Biden White House. A new law claims a significant part of then President Biden's focus was on his son Hunter and his legal problems. More details tonight. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening to Brad. Yeah, Newsweek journalist and Josh will detail what they see as Hunter Biden derailing this Congress election, pulling the president's focus away from the campaign and into the chaos that was his life.
Major speaker, he is often on this charge, especially when campaign decisions.
Testing injections on Hunter were seen as inappropriate to the White House staff, because according to a new book, 2024, How Trump Retook the White House and the America is set to be released tomorrow.
The president was very concerned about his son. One of the things that was
in the spring of this year, Mr. Handgun trial the federal courthouse in London. In a preview of the book provided to the Wall Street Journal, the authors revealed that Hunter expressed interest in the picking up his legal fees. Lawyers ultimately decided the president should not be involved in fundraising for Hunter, and the GOP could not justify picking up Hunter's tab. The preview essay continued by claiming that the only cared about was his son not being convicted. This book comes as co-author Tyler Pager posts page 1 of an alleged 6-page memo from President Biden's senior advisors urging him to participate in a debate with then-President Trump, absolutely impossible. Unfortunately for Biden, that debate and their attorneys representing the president and his son Hunter declined comment.
Thank you. Washington Senior Strategic Analyst General Jack Keane on President Trump's meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu at the White House to push for peace in the Middle East and Europe.
Things were a little different here on Riverbend Ranch. They started really big, meeting from the police board and folks gather around the water boat rather than the water cooler. Truth is, all right, gather USA, and we raise it out here in most places. I'm told that most city folks, 90% of cattle grown in America have been implanted artificial growth and but we will follow the old-fashioned way, and American growth hormones never failed antibiotics. That's because we don't have to mess with Mother Nature. We believe that cattle grown naturally is not only better for the cattle, but also better for those who show up for dinner. We think that more people has a better flavor. That's why 35 years ago, we began slicing genetics for our homestead focused on flavor and tenderness. 35 years of genetic selection, and that's all it is. And this beef is special. The good nutrients power on this beef. One bite will say it all. Order from RiverbendRanch.com. We ship directly our ranch to your home. Riverbend Ranch. We American beef.
Top-rated pros in your area. Plus, compare quotes and prices from multiple Oliver Johnson.
Hello. Hello, Rachel. Shut the gate.
Years of hard work. Poor people. The music to this great nation. God bless America. Even yours today.
Enjoy your whisper.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go show you a thing.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Everybody hear me?
Sure can.
Do you hear me?
I sure can.
Hey, Jake.
No, can you say now? Here's your Yoga. For your first appointment, try our new nearly invisible solution risk-free. Call 1-800-234-7090 now. These girls are crazy.
She has no idea she's sitting on a gold one. She doesn't know.
Finally, a fair fight.
Find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. Call Coventry Direct today at 800-496-9200 or visit coventrydirect.com.
Every day, allergens invade your sinuses, causing congestion that drags you down. Pills and sprays may dull the symptoms, but the allergens remain. Luckily, Navage flushes them out. Simply press a button to quickly rinse away the allergens, dust, and germs other options leave behind. So you can breathe better, fast, drug-free, simple, refreshing, and effective. Find Navage in store or online today. Navage, it's time to breathe better.
But drinking affected my job, health, and relationships. I tried psychology, therapy, and 12-step programs. Nothing worked until a powerful medication I could take back control. A daily pill proven to curb cravings and reduce stress. Now, I no longer feel the urge to drink. I found Or Health to help others drink less or quit. Or Health makes treatment convenient, private, and judgment-free. Text box number 6 and send to
My heart has experienced life-changing gains, losses, and countless moments. To keep going at my speed, I trust you. CompuFlo is the #1 cardiologist recommended supplement for heart
I think the potential and the Gaza Strip is unbelievable. At the Riviera, this could be something that could be so bad. This could be so magnificent. But more importantly than that is the people that have been absolutely destroyed, that they're there now to live in peace in a much better situation because they're living in hell. Talking about Gaza this evening, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is heading to the White House. That's being Fox News Senior Strategic General in Pennsylvania. But obviously, top of the agenda is coming to some kind of strategic end to Israel and
We're on the cusp of strategic change in the Middle East, and obviously the U.S. is the start of Iran, Hezbollah, and obviously Hamas led that for the 70s. We're going to be successful with that. But it's yet to a strategic second war, and on the military nuclear program is being set back by some kind of years for sure. Hezbollah, they lost their strategic platform in Syria because of
you're saying that there was a message from the ambassador that the U.S. ambassador to Turkey that Hezbollah is a political organization. Isn't that they're going to try to get Lebanon and Syria maybe in the field or something?
Yeah, well, that's part of the strategic shift. Hezbollah has always been a major military organization organized to export terrorism as well, but a political reality in the politics in Lebanon. So they've always had but now they are considerably weaker. The Lebanese government is growing in strength, and there is potential. There is some kind of political arrangement between Lebanon and Israel, which is another major breakthrough.
And then Iran, obviously the successful mission. We don't know the status of Iran's nuclear program. The next that clear is also an exception.
Well, certainly, the military defeat that happened and the United States decisive action to shut down the remnants of the nuclear program, we went immediately to a ceasefire. Obviously, they had to agree to that. And now there's discussions about another diplomatic meeting at the negotiating table. Own judgment is that Iran is not giving up. And they're probably assessing the damage, and the intention would be put a plan together with other than move on. They always plan to accept a strike and survive. Some members of the program together. Negotiations to rebuild the program. Nonetheless,
Nice.
Syria, as an example, I mean, think about this. They are having a non-aggression pact discussion.
My life points are safe now.
If that comes to fruition, that in itself is a change. When you think about the Saudis, if
Yep.
and you introduce into something and secure, and maybe even some
I'm pounding him with everything I got.
we may be close to normalization, but it's
KBS, the younger brother of the Crown Prince, MBS, was secretly brought into the White House on Thursday to deliver a message from his brother on a number of fronts, including Iran and including Gaza, suggests that they're moving. There's a shift.
Yeah, and I think that if the new president is what I think it is, it's not a Palestinian state, I think this would go much more rapidly than we think. And for our audience to understand, Saudi Arabia, once they normalize relations with Israel, and by the way, they were close to doing that, and that was why Hamas initiated the seen that one day. Let's shut it down. So if that can be removed, all the other countries in the region, that major paradigm shift, the Middle East will reset, and the chances for stability and peace are completely on the
Let
horizon.
me turn to the other focus, and that's Ukraine. There's still some heavy fighting. Russia is still launching big attacks. There have been attacks the other day. There was some confusion about whether we would drop down weapons going to Ukraine. What's your sense of things?
But no major operational breakthroughs they haven't captured.
Oh!
A couple of years. Control Ukraine, if the remains, and if the European assistance remains. If we pull all that out, they likely would take it in the U.S. maybe 2 years.
Nice.
The military assistance is crucial. But I think Putin, where he is right now, he's willing to maintain his military campaign. He sells it as a narrative that he's really succeeding in overlaying the if we can combine economic sanctions, which I think will likely be announced this week by the Senate, led by Blumenthal and Senator Bennett, and the Europeans will do the same, by the military assistance, sanctions by themselves and find out that Putin has always believed that he can work out and he doesn't consider his that's the secret.
But it does seem that President Trump is going to
Yes! I like one.
He doesn't say that publicly because he wants to maintain some kind of relationship with this stuff. I think
Finally.
military assistance, commitment, tough economic sanctions, the possibility, it won't guarantee that he would come to the table and realize that this is going to be a lot tougher than he wants it to be.
General, always fascinating. Thanks for
Yes, definitely.
Okay. under trial details on what authorities are calling a targeted attack. And later, the panel on the Lincoln Private Bombshell checks the DOJ's findings on the Jeffrey Epstein case.
Drop is finally here. Drop is the weight loss benefits of GLP-1 injections. Easy-to-use oral drops, no needles.
That's right. The two big drawbacks with weight loss injections are high costs and weekly injections. Drop is effortless, so you can just add the product to your paper package. Drop has other advantages for the injectors too. With Drop, you can personalize your dosage based on your weight loss goals.
And because you add Drop to any liquid, there's no concern about injection site infections, bruising, or dosage confusions.
Drop is the easier, safer, cost-effective alternative to have low the needle.
Can't find it anywhere? The wellness
Timmy.
No consultation needed. Simply go online and use my coach to save $100. Visit dropthepowers.com/trip. That's promo code TRIP. dropthepowers.com/trip.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I'm
with nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones, starting to make elevation, can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, urinary infections, and many urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or rare life-threatening bacteria infection, depending on the use of these can happen. Fever, local fatigue, and pain, tenderness, swelling, and redness, signs of pneumonia. Don't use it allergic to germs. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. All the increased risk for lower limb loss. Call the doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection. I'm a martial artist and a skydiver, a pilot, and all of you require your future. Get up in the morning. When we went into the Woodford store, the fitting was personalized. All of that. You put in the art supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, and unicorns run by, and it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Woodford store. See for yourself. Free personalized art supports.
I still love to surf, snowboard, and of course ski. So I take Keno Magnesium to support my muscle and bone health. Keno's high-absorption magnesium glycinate helps me get the full benefits of magnesium. Keno, the brand I trust.
Search and rescue efforts are underway for massive operation. Over 400 agencies are working together with all hands on deck.
I also tell them I recommend taking Qunol for treatment. Qunol has 3 times better nutrition. Qunol, the brand I trust.
Now's the time to fill your vault with Morgan Silver Bars. These spectacular shining silver bars featuring a crisp image of the iconic Morgan Silver Bar, a legendary coin that has captivated collectors for generations. Call now to secure your silver bar, making it 99.9% pure silver and made in the USA. Don't miss out. Regularly priced at $52.95, but for you would have $25 per customer. The more you buy, the more you save. $150 That's what $45 to secure your
Recommend supplement for heart health. Keno.
A show of force as National Guard troops help protect immigration enforcement officers carrying a raid in Los Angeles Park. The operation includes 17 Humvees, 4 tactical vehicles, 2 ambulances, and about 90 armed soldiers. Officials say this was not a military operation and service members are not participating in operational activities. A federal judge said Kumar Abrego Garcia's challenge to his deportation and Salvador can continue. The Obama appointee ruling today that there were ongoing issues to resolve in the case, including whether the administration should comply with prior orders to facilitate Abrego Garcia's return. Justice Karen Brewer argued the case was moot as Abrego Garcia returned to the U.S. in June to face federal human trafficking charges. He has pleaded not guilty to those. Working tonight, a suspect is with a purposeful ambush of Border Patrol officials. This was just the latest violent incident targeting immigration officers. Chief Correspondent Jonathan Hunt has the details tonight. Good evening,
The shooter opened fire. Agents at Norfolk Police returned fire, hitting and killing the shooter, who was armed with an assault rifle.
There were many dozens of rounds fired by the suspect towards the building and towards agents in that building.
The Border Patrol facility was left riddled with bullet holes. One McAllen police officer was hit in the knee by either a bullet or shrapnel. Police identified the shooter as a man-military trader, 27 years old, who they said has connections to both Texas and Michigan. A car apparently driven by the shooter was in the Border Patrol parking lot and substantial amounts of ammunition and weapons. In Alvarado, Texas, a police officer was shot in the neck after several people opened fire on officers outside the Pearland Detention Center. The officer was treated and released. Several people were arrested. And there was also another facility in Portland, Oregon Friday night, a facility that has been the site of an ongoing protest for several weeks. The White House said today Democrats are partly to blame for the violence.
And I would encourage AOC and others to meet with the United States Border Patrol. These are honorable Americans who are just simply trying to do their job to enforce the law.
All of the attacks remain under investigation, and officials say anyone involved in the officers will be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
On Biden behind the scenes, plus reaction to the DOJ's Jeffrey Epstein memo, breaking news out of the White House, of course. First, he was saying the possibility on the country
Sure.
as a miscarriage declared to a city protester. Aya King is one of 23 people who were arrested at the police outside the training center in 2023. She's the first to get arrested. The judge in the case cited various issues with the jury. He says the court intends to select a new jury and move forward. People who were missing after a massive explosion in the fireworks warehouse. The victims' identities are not being made public yet. 2 others included
That was a fair fight, I gotta miss that.
Big stores there tonight. City roads reopen after the third annual NASCAR Chicago Street Race. Shane Van Gisbergen notched his second win at the track with Cup Review of Chicago Grid. SVG also won the inaugural Chicago Street Race in 2023. On the scene, that's tonight's live look outside the Hall from Special Report. We'll be right back.